Former President Donald Trump teasing a major motion is coming up in response to the raid on Mar-a-Lago, and it could come as soon as tomorrow.
Trump believes the unprecedented search violates his Fourth Amendment rights.
Former Acting U.S. Attorney General Matthew Whitaker joins us now. Matthew, thanks so much for being here. Let me read a Truth Social post that the president put out last night and get you to respond. Here's what Donald Trump posted on Truth Social. I hear that the great agents and others in the FBI are furious at FBI leadership for what they're doing with respect to political weaponization against a president, me, that always had their backs, and that they love a lot. They don't like being used by people they do not agree with or respect. Likewise, they are not exactly thrilled with the leadership at DOJ, similar to the revolt against Comey when he exonerated crooked Hillary, but was forced by them to withdraw the exoneration. So what's your sense also inside the FBI, the feelings about this particular, well, let's start with that. What are your feelings inside the FBI, the DOJ, about this raid?
Yeah, good morning. Glad to be with you. I was there with President Trump at the, at the Department of Justice, and the men and women of law enforcement, including the FBI and all of the DOJ components, did love President Trump and had a lot of respect for him and admiration. What has happened to the FBI, especially the leadership of the FBI, continues to trouble me and many others that spent time at the Department of Justice, where there has become a politicization. We've seen Senator Grassley have lots of whistleblowers that are complaining about the two-tiered system of where they go after Republicans, but on the left, obviously there is less, including the Hunter Biden investigation that continues to languish. So it's very troubling, but I know that the men and women of law enforcement know what President Trump did for him while he was president.
Matthew, it's interesting. I have heard reports that there were whistleblowers that were talking to Senator Grassley. I think back to the Afghanistan withdrawal when we had Lieutenant Schaller really put it all on the line, and I think really drew attention to what was happening and the dissatisfaction within the military by putting himself sort of as a sacrificial lamb in that. And I think that speaking the truth can be one of the most revolutionary things you can do in this environment. Why have we not seen more agents step forward publicly instead of quietly through Grassley, and then we never hear anything about exactly what they're complaining about?
Yeah, Rachel, obviously there's a chain of command issue, and all of these people have a lot to lose if they were to pop their head up in this current environment. I think that both Jim Jordan and Chuck Grassley have had over a dozen FBI agents come to them and complain about this problem, especially at the Washington field office. And those members of Congress are going to have to deal with it and demand answers from Director Wray. So far, we have been stonewalled, at least publicly, from hearing anything other than the company line from the FBI. And this Mar-a-Lago raid, I think, brings it all into the sunlight, and we're going to ultimately, through this process that could start as soon as tomorrow, we could learn a lot more about sort of who's putting their thumb on the scale in order to get Trump and ultimately sort of undermine the Justice Department.
Hey, Matt, really quickly, just 30 seconds here. What do you think is going to happen in the coming weeks? Yeah. You've been the head of this organization. You've seen a raid. Yeah. You know that usually means impending action. What do you think is going to happen? Will they indict Trump?
Yeah, I don't think so, at least not in the near term. We're in that 90-day window where no overt criminal law enforcement efforts are taken, and so I think it's going to go quiet. This hearing is very interesting in this motion that's going to be filed as soon as tomorrow, because we could learn a lot more about the case. We could see a more detailed inventory list, and the FBI is going to have to put up some more information, and we'll learn a lot more about this case.
All right, Matt Whitaker, great to talk to you this morning. Thank you so much.